What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Wilco. Yes, indeed. How about that? Wilco making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Max, and this is actually Max's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page, so here you go, Max. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Max wanted to see me react to this song by Wilco called Impossible Germany. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Elton John Lennon 97. Yeah, I see what you did there. Okay. And the video has 1.8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Impossible Germany live, Wilco HD. Cool. Looks like they're playing at the Mobile Civic Center in Mobile, Alabama. Yes, indeed, Alabama or Alabama, depending on where you live. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay, well, the crowd knows it because they already popped.
Impossible Germany, unlikely Japan. Wherever you go, wherever you land, I say what this means to me, I do what I can. Impossible Germany, unlikely Japan. Fundamental problem we all need to face. This is important, but I know you're not listening. Now I know you're not listening. Still new to me, I wouldn't understand.
There's always that one person in the crowd. You know, the vocals will sing a phrase, and he'll take the pause, and there's always that one person. Woo! Oh, man, I love it. I love crowds, man. I do. They're the best. They really are. one of my favorite things about playing live is the audience, the crowd. I love it. I love everything about it. As long as they're not throwing stuff at me, then I'm good.
Thank you.
It's got a very, very subtle, laid-back feel. Just a coasting along kind of feel. This is the kind of song that you would hear like on an easy listening station. Out here in Los Angeles, we got a station called Coast 103, and I can absolutely see this song being played on that radio station. We have a special request tonight. This is from Daryl, going out to his gal, Sarah. Sarah, Daryl wants you to know that you're the best thing that's ever happened in his life, and he'd like to dedicate this song to you. It's Wilco with a song called Impossible Germany. Enjoy. You know, you can totally see that, right? And then this song comes on, and it's like, aw, Daryl must really love Sarah, you know. Yeah, I can totally see it. I can absolutely see that. It's not gonna. Here's the thing. I'm making fun of it. I'm making light of it. Okay. I will absolutely admit that I am. Here's the thing, though. Is it bad? No. It's not bad. It's for what it is, a soft rock song. There's nothing wrong with it. It's being well executed. It's got a nice, very nice, laid back, easygoing groove to it. A very subdued style of energy. The drumming, solid, you know, doing and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Nice light touch on the drums, especially on that hi-hat and on that ride. I almost didn't notice the ride. That's how easy he's going on it. He's not hammering on it like a lot of other drummers do. The guitar playing, really nice. I want to give a special shout out. I know this is going to sound weird, but I want to give a special shout out to both guitar players. I see them using their tremolo. I see them using their tremolo bars, but it's very gentle. It's not Dragon Force. It's not that. It's just nice, easy. Just touch it. Just touch it. Just make the needle move just ever so slightly. And yeah, man, I can absolutely appreciate that. I like seeing guitar players use their tremolo system tastefully, not overdo it, just enough to give the song what it's asking for. You know what I mean? I like that. I do like that. Bass sounds good, drums sound good, guitar sounds good, vocals sound good. Across the board, I don't hear anything that sounds bad, okay? Is this my cup of tea? Absolutely not. This is absolutely not my cup of tea. But there's no denying that there's some good things happening here. So let's keep going. Let's see where this goes.
Possible Germany, unlikely Japan. This is what love is for. Out of place, gorgeous and alone, face to face. With no lousy problems that need to be erased. Nothing more important than to know someone's listening. Now I know.
See, just subtle usage on that tremolo. Fans, my goodness. Even the bass player got in on it at the end, up at the upper register. Ha 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 ha. All right. I heard that. 6:12. Yeah, that's accurate. That's about how long it felt. It didn't. Okay, now listen, that's a good thing. Okay. It didn't drag. It didn't feel like it went on for like 8 or 9 minutes, you know. 6:12. That's about what it felt like. That's good. That's hitting for par. Nothing wrong with that. Let me think about this. I need to give this a little bit of thought. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Wilco with Impossible Germany. This was a request from Max, and this was actually Max's prioritized request for the month of December for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Max. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. Listen, we have fun here on the channel, and just because I'm poking a little fun at a song or something like that doesn't mean I hate the song, okay? I do like to create a little bit of a comedic atmosphere sometimes to kind of alleviate tension. You know, if there is any tension, possible tension, you know, I like to use a little bit of comedy to kind of break it up a little bit. So when I was doing the whole, you know, Coast 103 reference and, you know, doing the DJ impersonation, I was not trying to be disrespectful to the song, okay? I wasn't. I just want to clear that up before anybody gets any idea that, you know, I hated the song or something like that, because honest to God, guys, while I may not be in my wheelhouse and this may not be my cup of tea, and I will more than likely never ever listen to this song ever again, the score might surprise some people. On a scale of 1 to 10, believe it or not, I'm going to give that a 7.7. Yep, 7.7. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I have said many times on this channel, I don't have to love a song to give it a really good score. On the flip side, I don't have to hate a song to give it a bad score. I'm going to give the score, honestly, I'm going to give the song the score that I feel it honestly deserves. And like I said, while this may not be my cup of tea, this may not be my jam, this may not be blowing my skirt up, there is no denying that this is a really good song for a number of reasons. Let's start with the drumming. I know that's going to be a little bit of a weird place to start with a song like this, but I'm going to start with that drummer. What tasteful drumming. And he was tasteful through the entire song. Don't get me wrong. Everything he played was conducive to the song. I'm going to use this one piece of equipment that he used as a perfect example. Go back and listen to about the last minute and a half of the song. Really pay attention to what he did with the ride cymbal, okay? Now, I know a lot of drummers, when it comes to the ride, they just want to get that ping. They just want to get that ding, 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 and they want it to stand out. Every single time he hit the ride, he had a pattern, and it was a 4-hit pattern. He would start on the outer edge with the first 2 hits, and softly, very softly, just enough to get a slight attack on the outer rim of the ride. Ding, ding, right? Just ding, ding. And then he moved closer to the bell, a little bit harder, get a little more of an accent, and then he got right up on the bell to get that high pitch ding, and that would be the hardest hit. And then wash, rinse, and repeat. Ding, 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 ding. And it was constant. absolutely constant and fitting within the context of the song. Great touch, great feel, great use of dynamics, great attack, control, great drumming. Honestly, the drumming, one of the highlights for me, in all honesty. I really appreciate what the drummer was doing in this. The bass playing. Now, the bass playing was very reserved for the most part, up until the end. Not a whole lot of movement within the bass line, really kind of focusing more on holding down the bottom end. Nothing wrong with that at all. He was doing his job. Towards the end, he started getting a little more active, and I was all in favor of that. I'm always in favor of active bass as long as the song calls for it and the groove is not lost. Well, the groove wasn't lost. Okay, so I think the bass player did a fine job. The keyboards, I'll be honest with you, about halfway through the song, I looked at the screen, there's a keyboard player. I'm like, oh, where have you been? And I had to really listen. I had to zero in on listening for the keyboard, and I found it. It was there, but man, talk about subtle. I didn't even realize they even had a keyboard player until I saw him. Man, talk about a touch. I seriously, I didn't even realize he was there. That's how little he made his presence known. But once I zeroed in on him, I realized, oh, he's one of the ones responsible for filling out the sound while all of the other guitar players are doing their thing, especially with that solo section. He was the one filling out the sound with the bass player. That makes perfect sense now. Okay, but way to not stand out. Way to stay in the back and stay reserved and not draw any attention to yourself. Good job, man. Seriously, good job. The guitar playing, I'm gonna get to that at the end. Vocals, very appropriate for this style of song. Not overly powerful, not overly projected, not even overly pronounced with the diction. Just very casual, laid back vocal approach. Very fitting for the style of song. I got no issue with it. The guitar playing, here we go. Okay. I talked about the use of the tremolo systems before. Very subtle when needed. And there were other times, like during the guitar solo, where he got very active with that tremolo, but it was called for. It was absolutely called for in the solo section. During the verses though, the tremolo usage, very light. Just enough to make the note move ever so slightly. Almost like I would almost equate it to a vibrato almost, but a little more than a vibrato. It was definitely noticeable, and it felt good. It felt really good, and it showed great discipline and great touch on all the guitar players involved who were doing it. The guitar solo, I felt was really well done. It grew throughout the entire solo. It didn't stay stagnant. It didn't stay in the same place for 4 minutes. You know what I mean? It moved and it got a little busier, a little busier, a little busier, a little busier, until the point, there was that one point where I was watching his hand. Boy, I am shocked that the string didn't snap. He was pounding on that string. Dear Lord, how that string didn't snap is beyond me. He's got to be using heavier gauge strings. That's the only thing I could think of. But the whole time though, it just grew and grew and grew and grew until it was time to stop growing and everybody came down together, including the soloist. Very, very well done. The other two guitar players playing the unison line together during the solo, very nice. I saw that happen. I heard that happen. Sounded really good. Look, like I said, am I ever going to listen to this song again? Honestly, no. I really don't ever see that happening. Is this up my alley? No, absolutely not. This is not my jam, guys. This is not my cup of tea in any way, shape, or form. But just because I may not personally enjoy a song does not mean I don't see the good things happening within. And that's why I'm giving this song the really good score of 7.7. That's where we need to be, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 7.7, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.